What's up, YouTube? Listening to Headless Death. This is put out through Head Split Records. Hideous Warning. Really fun stuff that came out late last year. Yeah. So anyway, I'm here today to talk a little bit of music. I got 3 records and a tape specifically I want to talk about. I'm supposed to have already uploaded my unboxing for Classy Lonnie Metals, the box I won off of his drawing. I'm still planning on doing that. I actually did film the actual unboxing, but I'm going to do some editing with that one to make it a little bit more of a different kind of update than my usual stuff. So it's still coming, but it's gonna be a little while. But anyway, let's start off with the cassette tape. I want to talk about my friend's band, Thy Feeble Savior. It's some Black and Death out of Houston, Texas. Features the drummer from Blaspherian and Morbosidad. The guitar player, I forget the name of the band he's in, like HRA or something like that. Anyway, yeah, some really good, some good Black Death for any of my guys that are into like war metal type stuff. It's being put out through Hell's Headbangers Records. There's currently a CD freshly in stock, and the record's coming soon. I saw when I was reading in the details, it says that Daniel Shaw does some vocals on one of the tracks, and honestly, when I listened to it, I couldn't find exactly couldn't hear where it was. I mean, it says in here exactly which tracks he's on, and he does some of the artwork as well, and it even says that Paul Ledney of Profanatica is doing some artwork on here. So I mixed up who did what, but some of this is Paul Ledney, some of this is Daniel Shaw, otherwise known as Sawblade. You can kind of see there's the guys, the drummer and the vocalist guitar player there. So, Thy Feeble Savior and Darkness Fell. It's a new release from Thy Feeble Savior, and it's really fucking good. War metal, Black Death metal, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Some of you might remember that I was in this band last year called Witch Breath. It was kind of a short-lived project as far as my involvement of it went. Well, we released these CDs last year, and there was only 50 of them, and they're long gone now. Actually, it's funny, I just thought of this. The last 4 copies I gave to the drummer from Thy Feeble Savior. But something cool that I got recently is a vinyl pressing of, it's the same music, but it's got alternate artwork. Before the band broke up, I hired Cryptworm, the vocalist and brain behind the band, what is this, Black Tomb. I hired him to do some artwork, and this was supposed to be a full-length album cover art, or something. We weren't really 100%. I think it might have actually ended up as a cassette tape. But anyway, it is now the vinyl cover. This is only one of one. There's only one of these that exist. This was actually a gift that my wife got for me. This was like a late Christmas present kind of thing. But it is a lathe cut record, and it's got me on it. I'm on the labels. It's the same label on both sides. But I'm very excited to own myself on vinyl. It's kind of like a lifetime achievement kind of thing. So that's really cool. I mean, the record packaging itself is not extravagant, but I'm still on record. So I was pretty happy about that. Yeah, that's cool. I'm on a record now. I'm really happy about that. I'm on a CD and a record. But yeah, here's something a little more fun. Alright, I got 2 records here. Let's start with the first one. So there's a company that puts out these really fun releases that are like movie soundtracks and things like that, and they're called Enjoy the Ride Records. And I noticed the other day that they put out some Ace Ventura records. I'm an Ace Ventura super nerd. I mean, obviously, listening to this record is not really going to be the greatest musical journey. This is really more of just the Ace Ventura fan kind of thing. But yeah, here's the one for the first movie. You know, there's two of them. Oh no, this is sorry. I started with the second. I picked up the wrong one. We're starting with the second movie here, When Nature Calls. But yeah, there was a bunch of different colored variants. I got the bundle package, so it came with gray They call it Rhino Gray because you'll see it matches the label. There's Jim Carrey coming out the ass of the rhino. And on the A side, you've just got the face of the rhino with the text. But yeah, musically, if anything, I'd say this one is a little more fun to listen to. It's a little more musical, not so much just soundtrack kind of things. Because yeah, the first one's really more just soundtrack. But I like that they have so much stuff going on the inside. Where, like I showed you there, it's a really funny scene. It's really funny, man. And yeah, I just love this. There's something really kind of different they did here. When the album ends, rather than just going through the dead space and resetting like a normal record, they've got like a stop groove. So it stops, and you have to physically pick up the needle and move it over and set it back down. And there's these like hidden audio files that essentially are just, like Jim Carrey saying things like, alrighty then, le who's a her. So this vinyl, you've got, there's the class ring that's missing the diamond. If you remember, he was like trying to figure out who did that. And then you got the Dan Marino knitted things that Einhorn's mom was knitting. And I got the one of these that's on blue. So yeah, blue vinyl. And yeah, both of these records do that, like that stop groove thing. And then you pick up the needle and you move it over for these hidden audio files. But this one came with something a little extra, something that I really liked. Really like this. So you've got the Ray Finkle playing card, and you can see it's been written on with the Sharpie, laces were out, and it's autographed by Ray Finkle. And on the flip side, you've got Ace Ventura's Pet Detective card. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Take care now. Bye-bye then. And again, they've got really fun cover. Again, the cover is kind of including all these scenes from the movie, and when you open it up, you're inside of Ace Ventura's house, where I noticed on the wall, there's the mask. The mask is there. All the animals. Just kind of our introduction to Jim Carrey's Ace Ventura character. I just love these movies, man. I'm really happy that I own these, even though I did listen to both these records all the way through, and I don't know that I would ever even actually like listen to these, except for, like I said, maybe the second one is a little more entertaining. But as far as just an Ace Ventura super fan, it was like I saw it and I had to have it. Fuck, I gotta have it. I love these movies. I quote these movies all the time, my whole life really, and probably I'll be an old man still fucking telling people, do not go in there, or you must be the Monopoly guy, or like a glove, all that shit. Griswold, on the wall, get the lights. And then there's the hype sticker that came on it. I always transfer those over. I like the hype stickers. So yeah, 500 copies of these. So yeah, if you want these, I'll try to put a link in the description to get some. The Witch Breath records you can't get, the Thy Feeble Savior, the record's coming soon. Also, go check out Head Split Records, man. If you guys are tape collectors, it's pretty much the creme de la creme for extreme music on tape, especially the things like war metal, sleaze metal, grindcore, and stuff like. If you like that kind of tapes, man, you probably already know, but yeah, go check it out. So that's really all I wanted to show right now, just a quick update. So yeah, the Classy Lonnie unboxing, it's going to be coming soon. I've also got a trip booked to Mount St. Helens. I'm going to be summoning Mount St. Helens. That should be a really fun video. That'll be my usual kind of, the hike videos that I do. The things I do. So, yeah. So thanks for watching, dudes, and until next time, hail fucking Satan!